Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Matrix, and today I am bringing you guys our first week battle. And this week we are facing off against my good friend Jay Reezy. As you guys can see by the border, this is how the battles are going to be from now on. I will have each 6 months that I bring out on the outside, and if I remember, I will click them off if they die. But you know, it's whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna play. So to begin with, I start off with liability. He goes into Thunderbird. I go for a knockoff. I get off the leftovers. So right off from the beginning is very nice. He hits hidden power, does a decent amount. I switch out into the lunch lady. He sends out flex on him. He goes for superpower. It almost kills, but it doesn't. And then I go for the fire punch, and boom, headshot. We got a death. Okay, so Thunderbird comes out. I switch into Magirna. He goes for the HP, which I figured out it was HP Ice. He goes for a Volt Switch, so that's blocked off. I was hoping he'd go for the Hidden Power before me, but he goes for a Roost instead. So I switch back out into Robotics, knowing that the HP Ice is going to come. He goes for a Volt Switch. Excuse me. Sends out Metagross. I go for the I go for the Z Ghost, so Never Ending Nightmare, killing off the Metagross, so that's nice. I go for a Floor Cannon, and it does not kill, unfortunately. So, switch out. I think I got a low roll, so this comes out now. I go for Acrobatics. It gets crit. It is Rocky Helmet. I go for an Earthquake. He goes for a Skull. Now, you may be wondering why I stayed in. It's because mainly I didn't really have an answer for the Gastrodon. So I had to do as much damage as I could for right now. He gets the burn off. So I go for a Earthquake, brings him down a little bit. He goes for a Scald, kills me. So Gliscor is gone. So I send out the Burb, and I go for a Boom Burst. And Thunderbird is gone. Pink Matter comes in. I switch out into Liability. He goes for the Moonlight, expecting me to hit him. So he switches into this. I go for a knockoff. Brings him down a little bit. I go for another knockoff, knowing that it will kill, since he still has the item. So Liability putting in some work right there. Tauros comes out, so I know I have to switch. I switch into the Lunch Lady. He goes for an Ice Beam. And Conkeldurr is down. I go for a Boom Burst, knowing that the Tauros will die. Musharna comes in, and I know I can hit this thing with Boom Burst, but he gets a Calm Mind up, and then it's just a stall war after this. I almost kill, but he has Moonlight, so like it gets much more difficult. I go for another Boom Burst, bring him down to 18. He goes for another Moonlight, and it's just back and forth Moonlight. So Boom Burst. Goes for another Calm Mind, so now he's got 2 Calm Minds up, which is a pain in the butt. So I get a Boom Burst off again, and he heals up again. So I know I had to switch here, so I switch into Liability, the only thing that can take this thing on. He goes for another Calm Mind, and his only attacking move I found out later was Stored Power. I go for the knockoff. I knock off the leftovers. He goes for Moonlight. Then it's just like me hitting him. He goes for another Moonlight. He uses all his Moonlights against me. I go for a knockoff again. It's just back and forth, you know. But anyway, you can tell we already win this. He has Barrier, which I did not expect, honestly. I didn't know he got that. He goes for another Moonlight, which is annoying. I go for a knockoff again. He goes for Stored Power, which is his only move that he can use. So I go for Pursuit, seeing how much damage it does. It does barely anything. Knockoff does more. So we're just going to go ahead and destroy with Crocodile. Crocodile had 1 kill, I think, or 2 kills. I think it had 1. Let's see, Magirna had 1. Swellow had 1, 2 kills, maybe. Liability had 1, and then Conkeldurr had 1. That sounds about right. We didn't even have to bring in Zard X, which is super amazing. Like, he was just sitting in the back. He was actually supposed to come out before Magearna did, but I decided that I would switch out into Magearna, get some, because if I knew, I expected that, I could, like, me and, the person I built with, we were talking, and, we figured that Magearna would be able to sweep. Unfortunately, it didn't quite do that, but it still did, like, some amazing, amazing damage. Like, if the, Magearna had killed the Zapdos, if it had gotten to Hyrule, it would depend on whether or not we could kill the, Tauros with, Magearna. But, anyways, it's a GG, good game to my boy, Jay. We'll be coming back to you with, week 2, and yeah, guys, I hope you are happy that I'm bringing back, post-battle recaps and stuff like that, and, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Take care. I love y'all. Deuces!